Hey everybody, it's Aquila and this is a Lefty Knitter podcast. Can't remember the episode number. 117 maybe? 118? Welcome to my channel in which I record throughout the week of all the crafty things I'm doing and then I lump it all together and post it every Saturday. I might post Friday this week. I don't know. So it's already Wednesday, May 19th, 2021. I am very bright today. Sorry if it's blowing out anybody's retinas. You can find me at all the links down below. And yeah, it has been, life has just taken over this week. John has work stuff. It's been a hectic household getting ready for our vacation. We take our camper to the Outer Banks and it is beautiful. I'll insert like one of the pictures from our vacation in the past. I don't know if I'll record much while I'm there. I need to also panic pack a project because I don't think I'm going to take my Vertices Unite. Maybe I will. I don't know. I have to find a bigger bag because it's not fitting in this one anymore. It's sitting right here, so I might as well just show you guys. I had finished? I can't remember. Well, I'm on section 3, and I don't remember if I had finished section 2 or if I was like close to finishing section 2. So I'm on section 3 now, and this is the section where you're picking up in that little V area. I'm using, this is Oink Pigments, and this color is really pretty. I'm glad I picked it as the big section because it's just got a lot of pretty purples and lavenders and some browns. It's just really a nice color. And let's show you that. If I don't rip out my... So you have like stitches on hold on a cable, and then you have like your live stitches that you're working. So it's a little bit crazy. Here. So the section I finished, this was 1, then this was 2, and now I'm on 3. This is 3. So this, I'm not picking up on this side anymore. I'm still continuing to pick up on this side and make this new shape. I need to sneeze. Sorry about that. Oh, I need to thank everyone for all the birthday wishes and everything in last episode. Thank you so much. Again, it was just a whirlwind and my glasses are really dirty. And yeah, but it's really nice to just hear from people and, you know, commenting on other things other than my birthday too. You know, how they thought this was looking really beautiful, and I really appreciate that. I'm talking about how I don't really love, like, pink isn't like my favorite color, but here I am wearing a pink shirt and knitting a pink and purple Vertices Unite. Although the one color only has a little bit of pink in it. No, I don't think it has. Yeah, it has little specks of pink. This is the only color in my Vertices, which is striped in section 1, that isn't like pink or purple. Because, yeah, that was color A and B. And then C and D. E. Yeah. But I have a lot of pink and purple yarn. And I thought, you know what? Let's put this all in one project. And I think it really is working well. I'm excited because eventually I'm going to be, like, these are striped together. And I'm excited to actually stripe, dang it, now I forgot if it's, I think it's the 2 dark. So this will be a really dark section. And I'm excited for that. Because even though this purple section is dark, you get these really bright pinks. But it's going to, like, I don't know. I think it's going to look different. Hopefully. If it looks too similar, it might end up getting ripped out, and I might pick something else to stripe with it. I don't know. We'll see. So that's where I am on my Vertices Unite. Maybe I will take this because it's already like a started project. I have the pattern on my phone, so I could easily access it. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do that. All right. I had to go shopping this morning. I'm doing laundry. It's just hectic. I'm just making sure, like, I have lists of all the things we need. I've already pre-packed a bunch of stuff in the camper. So, I've worked on my Catbells sweater, but look what I did do. I did pull out my US size 7 9-inch circulars, so it would be easier to do the decreased part on the sleeves because I'm far enough where it's getting, like, hard to go around on the 16-inch, but I haven't picked it up because all I want to pick up is my Vertices Unite. I think what I'll do is pack, I have 2 project bags that I keep dedicated specifically for socks because I keep a set of DPNs, I keep 1 long US one and my 9-inch circular US one, and I have 2 bags that are set up the same way with stitch markers and everything. So what I might do is just grab one of my, maybe Theresa's yarn that I just got that's already in the gobstopper ball, and throw that in one of those bags, and that'll be to go, because most of the time I just like to do tubes and do afterthought heels, so that would be perfect car / beach / sitting and watching the sunset knitting. I don't know how much more other stuff I'm going to show. Here's the conundrum, if that's the right word to use for this. I don't pick up new projects because I feel guilty not recording the supplies for the video. Like recording a clip of what I'm going to do with those supplies. There have been many times I'm like, I just want to go spin on my wheel, and I don't do it because I feel guilty that I'm not showing it to you all first. That's just my brain way of like, because I want to show you all everything. I want to show everything. I gotta get over that. I know I need to get over that, because if not, I'm never gonna like just do something that's making me happy, right? So maybe I can always, I mean, I've done this before where I've recorded a clip and not actually recorded myself and just talked about the projects, the materials in front of me. Because it is kind of vlog style, so it doesn't always have to be me sitting talking to the camera. Or I could talk about it after the fact and insert pictures, still pictures of my materials. I can do that too. I just need to better organize my brain and not feel guilty. So. The only other thing that I can think about that I have to talk about to you all is my Conversation Hearts cowl. I want to thank everyone again who has A, knit it, and B, looked at the pattern and helped me make like tech edit kind of notes, like just the way the pattern looks. So I want to thank everyone who has helped me. I am going to keep it at the $2 because I just am. $2, but on Friday it will be released, which is today's the 19th, I said. So the 21st, I will release the pattern onto Ravelry. If you don't have access to Ravelry and you want this, we can figure something else out. Just let me know. Put it in the comments down below, or get a hold of me directly through like Instagram. So I have spoke with Andrea, the cat lady, so she is doing some sets of her Conversation Hearts minis, so make sure you check out her site. I'll link that down below. Also check out some of her more maybe solid yarns, because you might want to make your whole purchase right then and there from one dyer, and you can get your background colors for the cowl from her also. Or maybe you already have background colors that you need to use, because it doesn't need a whole lot of yarn, and you can definitely use scraps from other projects. Yeah, so please check her out. Those are the minis I used for mine, for both the dark and the light version. in the pattern. And on Friday, when I release it, there will be a coupon code on Ravelry to get it for $1, 50% off. So it will be good through the weekend, through Sunday at noon, I think is what I'm going to do. And the code will be heart, all uppercase. And yeah, you can get it for 50% off for its introductory price. That sounds so weird saying that. All right, yeah. So I just want to thank I made a big boo-boo. And I didn't do the whole chart because the chart is technically 1 through 20 rows, because to make the heart stagger so they're not on top of one another, repeating those 10 rows, it's rows 11 through 20, and I didn't. I was having some brain fog, I guess. I don't know. I didn't put that in the pattern, and all the people I sent it to did it, and they were stacked, which they were fine with, and told me they were going to be knitting the staggered version too, not so much as for testing, but because they want to, and I appreciate them so much. So yeah, I've now fixed that. I was like, what am I doing? What? I was reading back and I was like, no, I wasn't reading. I saw Andy, and she posted hers, and I was like, something just doesn't seem right. And I mean, it was her cowl looked great, but I was like, what's the difference? Like those, spot the difference pictures, and you're like, what's the difference? Yeah. I totally didn't put the other rows in the chart. Boop. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. So, yeah. But thank you again to everyone. And yeah, that's all I got to talk about right now. You might get a little update on the Vertices Unite, and that's probably gonna be it. It's just been nuts around here. Packing pretty much for your whole family. I mean, John will pick out his clothes when he gets back. And John is a super minimalist when it comes to the beach, and he brings like 3 things. I mean, I don't even know how he survives with just 3 things. I'm an overpacker. I can't help it. I overpack. I can't do it. I do have laundry detergent, which every time we go, I always buy it at their grocery store, not thinking. I bought a small bottle. I have it to take with us. Now I need to get some quarters. Which reminds me, I gotta call my dad. He can pick up some meatballs and drop off some quarters, because I know he has rolls at his house, and I'll give him a couple bucks. So we can do our laundry while camping. See, that's the smart idea. That's the way you should do it. Rewear the stuff and just wash it. That way you don't have to overpack. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye. I certainly didn't think I'd be back on today, but I've been on Etsy, and I was looking at pin pennants, and I've looked at pin pennants multiple times over the last course of like months. And I know I could sew one, but I also have a small stash of hand spun yarn. And my loom is packed up at my dad's, but because I could weave a pennant, something that I could pin my pins on. So I think months ago I had seen, probably maybe even years, I'm not quite sure, when Chevis had shown her pin pennant that I believe somebody made for her. And it's always kind of stuck in my mind. I don't have a lot of pins, I don't buy a lot of pins, but I have acquired pins. I have lost pins on my bags, and it's very upsetting that I've like lost them. So I've always wanted to have somewhere to house them and display them, versus I have a button jar that I've had from when I was much younger, like before my teens. I've had buttons, and I still have that button jar, but they're all like, it's just on a shelf collecting dust. So I think even some of those pins are going to end up coming out. Some pins have gotten put on my jean jacket, but I had this hand spun yarn and I've not used it. And it's a little crunchy, it's a little scratchy, and it's not much yardage. 137 yards of a bulky weight. This was fiber that came from Northbound Knitting. I believe they might still be a company. They were on Etsy at the time. This was gifted to me from Emily, and it was from their Gradient Club in May 2013. And the colorway was called New Wings, and it's South Down combed top, and it was 4 ounces. I took this braid and I spun it in color order, and then when I plied it, I did a chain ply to keep it in color order. So it is a bulky weight, but like I said, it's kind of scratchy. It's beautiful. I love it. I love these colors. So I dug this out of my yarn bin and I decided I was gonna knit myself a pennant to put pins on. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use, I have some knitting needles from a friend's mom. Maybe it was I don't remember how they were acquired by her. And there's a lot of straight needles in there. So I think what I might do is take one of those straight needles and use that as the part to hang it. So I'm using size 8s. I cast on 2 stitches and I've been increasing every other round. And I'm now at 40 stitches. And I cast on with an 8. I know that's kind of thin for a bulky, but I didn't want it to be really holy. I wanted to have good structure. I know it's curling up. What I think I'm gonna end up doing is putting really cool tassel on the bottom with like those wooden beads to make it heavy, to hold it, to hold it down. Or if I don't like that look, I'm gonna sew on a couple fishing weights onto the back of this to hold it down. But let me put a pin on and I will show you what it will kind of look like. I'll just use this one because it only has 1 back. The other one had 2 because it's a bigger pin. But I have so many pins that I just don't put onto anything because I'm afraid to lose them. So I won't lose them and they'll get to be displayed, which is even more exciting. So at this point I'm at 40 stitches. That's pretty wide. I should go find that knitting needle and see how wide it is. If it doesn't fit the knitting needle, I'll just get a dowel. So what'll happen is I'm gonna now just go straight up and down. I'm not gonna increase anymore. And when I get to the end, it might be a little long, but that's okay. I'll have enough pins to put on it and probably room to grow. And the knitting needle will just go through the live stitches and I'll attach the end to the back. I'll weave it in. And that'll be my pennant. And it'll be something that reminds me of Emily because she gave me this yarn. She was in my knitting group here and she now lives in Florida and I miss you. We got to see her a few years ago when we went to Florida. And I spun it, so that's awesome too. So, yeah. There's like so many cool projects. Like I could have wove something with this, and I hadn't. And I decided to pull it out and use it because you should use your hand spun yarn. So, because I don't want to just get a collection of it and then I don't know what to do. I'm sure this would have softened up over time with use and stuff, but I think this is the best use for it. I have some other hand spun that I made into hats and I never wear, so that might get undone and woven into something. Because reuse and recycle, right? So, didn't think I was coming on here again today, but I had to show you guys. So, yeah, 137 yards, and I spun it in 2014, so it is 8 years old. But you gotta use it. It's Friday. The what? What's today's date? The 20th?
Vacation!
I look like a hot mess. I'm wearing the same shirt I was wearing in the last video. Packing all day. Just washed my car for No real reason, because we're not taking it. But whatever. There is a hot mess all around this house. Now we get to play, well, we just did the car shuffle. That's always fun. And now we get to play Tetris, packing up the car. I know it's Friday. I'm just not going to be able to record tomorrow and edit and post a video, so I'm going to try to get it up tonight, getting a crazy glare in the glasses. Haven't done much on my Vertices Unite, but I did put, I worked on this for like 2 nights straight, and I have this much left, and I think I might stop here, so that's why I haven't knit on it anymore, because I think I want to make some fringes or some tassels with it, and it's curling up super bad, and I don't know how much blocking is going to fix it, so I might have to like make some sort of frame on the back of it, but it's curling in a lot. There you go. Thumbnail? Maybe? So it's pretty big. You can see how big that is from my head down below my brow line. So that's a really big, and it's gonna be wider. So I'll be able to fit a lot of pins on this. I'm very excited to use this hand spun. I did make sure I wanted all this color down at the bottom and I wanted this at the top. That's why I knit from the inside of the ball, I think, when I started this, just because that's the way I wanted the colors to go. And I'm really happy with it. So now I gotta figure out if the knitting needles I have are gonna work or if I'm gonna have to get like a dowel rod. One of the two. Yay. That's all I have to show you. It's just been packing and just craziness. Made sure I watered all my plants, so that way my family doesn't have to do it, because I don't want them to kill anything. Overwatering is a bad thing for most plants. So I'm tired. Can you tell? I'm very tired. Can you tell I'm tired?
I thought you were just getting old.
That too. I'm definitely getting old. Yeah, I switched my Vertices Unite bag to this one because it's bigger. This is my Nod To Momma bag, and I can post a link down to her shop. She uses recycled materials that she finds at like thrift stores and whatnot and makes bags out of them, and I think that's awesome, you know, upcycling instead of, you know, the fast fashion industry is just a little insane. So yeah, I have this to take with me, Vertices Unite, and I grabbed a ball of yarn for socks. And yeah, that's all I'm taking because I am not going to knit on multiple projects. It's just not happening. I have to grab some spare yarn to throw in here for the Vertices Unite because at some point on another, I don't think I'll get to that section, but just in case, you have to put stuff on waste yarn, and I'm just going to grab waste yarn. Work phone, not mine. So stay tuned. Maybe we'll just do a vloggy type Outer Banks video. John has all his dye stuff packed up, so some OBX inspired colorways possibly, maybe in the future. That'll be fun. Yeah. You have anything to add to my video for this week? That's a big fat no. See on the flip side? Alright. Stop putting your feet on the table. You shaking the camera. Now it's time to go. I haven't been watching anything. I haven't been reading anything except for Hazel's books with her. Except for we've been watching Letterkenny, and that's about it. And I've already told you guys about Letterkenny. So pitter patter, let's get at her. Knit happy. I forgot to say one more thing. Thank you to all the people who have already purchased the pattern Conversation Hearts Cowl on Ravelry. It is for sale on Ravelry and Etsy, and just a reminder that Andrea also has mini sets for sale, so go check out her website too, the Cat Lady Yarns. And so thank you to everyone. It's just very weird putting up a pattern. It's strange. I don't know, but yeah. All right, I had to put that in because I almost forgot. Terrible podcaster. Bye. Craziness for the Outer Banks. This is Hazel's pile for in the car and a puke bucket because, you know, puke. That's all our dry foods and our new sign, and then some water and cleaning stuff, beach towels, sunblock because I needed new sunblock, blankets. There's John's dye stuff, and yeah, he has insisted that we're taking the giant bump box. And excuse the mess, but John still has to pack. Hazel and I took up a whole luggage. Yeah, we have our masks. That's my book bag that goes with me, with my knitting stuff. Yeah, and we're ready. All right, Outer Banks bound.